Hey, how's it going, everyone? Thought we would do something a bit different today, and something I've been looking to do a lot more on this channel. But let's do a solo run. As you can see, today we are going to try and beat Pokemon Emerald with just a Breloom. Now, a couple rules. No items in battle besides held items. No glitches, obviously. And I will allow myself to catch HM Pokemon. Otherwise, this challenge would not be able to complete. But let's talk a little bit about Breloom. It's quite an interesting Pokemon in general, being the first of its typing grass fighting, and still being quite unique to this day. There's not many Pokemon with that typing, and I believe it's about a total of 5. It has great base attack stats, which will benefit us, especially with having fighting stab, but it is quite a squishy Pokemon with very meh HP and very average defensive stats, in my opinion. We are going to see a couple gyms that will probably give us a bit of headaches, being Flannery, Winona, and always the double battle with Tate and Liza. At this point of writing, I have yet to finish. Please let me know in the comments if you think this is doable of a challenge, and we'll go from there. As you guys can see, I swapped out Trico though for Breloom, giving our rival the Torchic to make this challenge a lot tougher for us. After beating Rival 1, we make absolute quick work, defeating the Aqua Grunt and making our way through Petalburg Woods and going to see our very first gym leader, Roxanne. Now, I know what you're thinking. Moisey, Roxanne is going to be a walk for Breloom. Roxanne's a rock type gym, which is absolutely weak to grass types. But you know what? You're absolutely correct. I don't know. Breloom, even being underleveled, only at level 10, was an absolute cakewalk in this gym, taking down both her Geodudes and her Nosepass, and all it took was a nice combination of Leech Seed and 40 base power Absorb. And you know what? I was a little concerned going into this at the level we did. I thought we would take a shot at level 10 after kind of skipping most of the non-mandatory trainers. And the reason why, it's just special attack. Breloom's special is not nearly as good as its physical attack. But you know what? He was able to do it. We got Absorb going, Leech Seed. We even got Effect Spore, causing poison to make this go a little quicker. This matchup was an absolute breeze. It was super easy. It just took a lot of time because Roxanne loved the potion, and Nosepath having that Oranberry was no bueno. It took a bit of time, but we got it done. On to the next one. After defeating Roxanne, we go and get the HM for Cut. We defeat the Aqua Grunt with ease, so no need to show that. We get Pico back to Bryony, make our way to Dewford, giving Steven the letter from his dad. We then go pick up the Silph Scarf, which helps boost normal attacks, and make our way to Slateport before taking on Brawly. You might be wondering, why not just take on Brawly? And the fact is, I just believe Breloom is still a little underleveled for Brawly. It'll be neutral damage on both ends. But the fact is, with not doing every trainer battle and kind of trying to do this as least amount of trainers we can, we're just a little underleveled. So I thought after dropping off the Devon goods, we would just head off to do the Aqua Grunts in the museum and maybe take on some beach trainers as well and see where we get from there. The Aqua Grunts in the museum continue the trend that we've been seeing so far and are an absolute cakewalk, making us go right the Brawly with absolute confidence. It's Brawly time. We go in at level 17. I think Brute Force is the best option. I see Machop bulk up, which absolutely worries me as Tackle's going to do nothing. I decided Leech Seed to try and get a decent amount of health. Machop critical hits low kicks me there. We have to just start mega draining. We need health. We get to 6 HP at that one point there. Brawly thankfully super potions after we take Machop to the red. We continue to mega drain as the only way I see us winning this is having a decent amount of health. And Tackle's just not going to do it for us in this one. We get the Machop down, which is absolutely awesome. And Meditite is an interesting Pokemon to battle in this. Meditite only knows Focus Punch as an attacking move, so all we have to do is just hit it with attacks. In that way, it will lose focus every time. We don't have to worry about it ever doing damage to us. I contemplated using other moves there for some reason. Honestly, I don't know why, because Mega Drain's the way we're going to win this. We're going to get the full health here, and then we can just sit there and tackle. Like, we're at 44 HP, so I decided to use tackle, saving those 4 power points left for Makuhita, as he is pretty bulky. And we get the level 18, which is awesome. We're 1 level off of Makuhita here. I do decide to Leech Seed to start it off, as I do think the chip damage will be perfect for us. Makuhita being a little bit bulkier and getting that health back every so often, as Vital Throw is quite a powerful move, especially being stabbed from Makuhita. I do decide to start throwing some tackles around, getting away from the special attacks, as Makuhita has not bulked up yet. But one more Mega Drain just to get our health in that right spot, putting us in the sweet spot with Leech Seed and 1 more tackle. And that's all she wrote for Brawly. 2 gym badges, no resets yet for Breloom. We're looking strong. Now off to one of the hardest rival battles in Pokemon history. At least that's what it said. We are level 22 now. We know Headbutt, which is absolutely perfect. We get rid of Tackle. She leads with Wingull, obviously. And we take it down in 1 shot. Combuskin comes out. I taught Swagger just in case, but you know what? We went brute force, and after 2 headbutts and only taking about half damage from Peck, Combuskin's down. Lombre comes out, and it takes 2 headbutts, but all it knows is some weak moves for us, and we made that look easy. We level up to 23 from that fight, finally learning our first stab fighting move, Mach Punch. We teach it over Swagger, as I don't think we're ever going to need that anymore, which is perfect. We also teach Bulk Up, first setup move for it, and this is going to make the run something else. Time for Watson. This is probably, I would say, one of the hardest fights in Pokemon Emerald. Usually, we did equip Mushroom with the Cherry Berry in hopes when it came to Magneton, but Spark unfortunately gets a Paralyze there, and we've had to use it up. We do, as you guys can see, bulk up 3 times here and cue the sweep. We go for Headbutt, dropping Voltorb. Easy done. Electrite, same fate. Headbutt, bang, down. And Magneton, time for a Mach Punch. See you later, Alligator. And we got 1 Pokemon left. We are level 25 going against Manectric, and we go for the Headbutt. Shockwave puts us to about 14. Gets a Citrus Berry off to about half. We gotta go for Mach Punch here, as it is priority, and we get it. Bang! See ya later. Let's go. Watson is done. 3 gym badges down, and we've got no resets. We do go pick up a Marill to teach Rock Smash, as I did forget to grab an HM Mon earlier. So Marill's going to be our main one for the most part. Make our way to Mount Chimney, confront a couple grunts here that are bullying this scientist, and then we make our way to Mount Chimney, absolutely demolish the admins and the grunts. Easy peasy for our boy Breloom. And then we make our way to Maxie. I do give him a Silk Scarf to boost our Headbutt by 20%. I think it's going to be needed. Time for the Maxie fight. I came into this way overconfident. We go for Bulk Up once, twice, and even a 3rd time here, which, looking back on, was possibly the stupidest thing we could have done, because this allows Mighty Anna to then set up 3 sand attacks, which makes us -3 in our accuracy, which we had no issues with. It came to the camera up, but when the Zubat comes in, who knows, Wing Attack, oh no, we miss, and we miss, and Zubat takes us down, giving Breloom its first reset, which honestly wasn't his fault. It was 100% user error there, and we just have to reevaluate. Alright, we got round 2 here. We do decide to start it the exact same way, but this time in my head I'm thinking we will bulk up until Mighty Anna uses Sand Attack, and we are actually able to get 3 bulk ups just like the first one until we see our first Sand Attack, and then this is where it just goes. Mighty Anna, Mach Punch, down. We see Camera come out, same thing. We are just going to go right into it, Headbutt, and down just like the first time. The only difference is we do not miss Headbutt versus Zubat, and there it is. Maxi done. Easy fight. Just a little bit of mental errors letting Mighty Anna set up on us. On the Flannery's gym, I do battle pretty well everybody in this gym because we are only level 30 at this point, and that is a little bit stressful as Overheat is going to do massive damage to us with our weak special defense, and it being 2 times effective against us. Hopefully we could string something together here and get this done quick, and it's not going to be a long process. In this fight, we obviously set up with a bulk up. I only do this once as Numo knows sunny day, and I'm a little terrified of what overheat might do to us in this situation. We take it out in one shot, beautiful. We then see camera up, and I try again with headbutt as we have silk scarf to boost our normal type moves. Thankfully we get a miss. We can take out camera up in there. Looking good on our first runs through so far through Flannery. Slugma comes out. I think we maybe need another attack boost to take out Torkoal. We go for bulk up. Slugma goes for overheat. And that's all she wrote on the first time. 2 resets so far for our boy Breloom. I do try the fight right away again. This time I do decide to bulk up twice instead of once on the Numble, taking the risk of the overheat, but thankfully he only goes for takedown on the first turn, and the overheat on the second time misses. We then one-shot Numble, perfect. Is 2 bulk ups enough to take out the camera up though? And it is perfect. That's what we like to see. Slugma is going to be no contest. It should be rather easy to knock out, and then just on to the Torkoal. And as you can see, it's about a 3-shot, and then Torkoal takes us out with 1 overheat. Yeah, this isn't going to be doable. I think we're going to have to level up or possibly try something a little bit different. So after getting our butt handed to us by Flannery, I decided to go backtrack and battle all the trainers that we missed on our way here. I also decide to go back to Slateport and buy a few proteins. I think the attack boost will help us. So we'll see how that goes from there. On our way back, again, we take on a bunch of trainers to make sure we're getting what we need to. And hopefully this level up and the protein boost will be enough. But I also forgot we did go get return, as that is going to be a lot stronger of attack than headbutt. Combined with the silk scarf and 1 or 2 bulk ups, hopefully that's all we need to take down Flannery from here. So this fight didn't take just one more time. After a couple times of Nummel just going straight for it and overheating Breloom and taking 2 shots, we actually do tank 1, which is quite shocking to me. We finally get a stroke of luck. We are able to set up on Nummel here. We get 1 bulk up. It goes for magnitude 9, does nothing to us. We get another bulk up, and he does takedown. Okay, I'll take it. And I sat there for a little bit wondering what I wanted to do. I'm getting greedy. We bulk up a 3rd time here, and Nummel goes for takedown again. Is this the one? Is this going to be it? We also get the Effect Spore Para. I get super greedy. We go +4 bulk up. Get the Paralyze. And that's all she wrote for Flannery. Nummel goes down to her 1 shot with a return. Camera up we know we can take out with 1 shot, as we did it before on 2 bulk ups with headbutt. Slugma, absolute pushover. This will be gone. And Torkoal. It's down to Torkoal. Is 4+ attack return enough? And it is! See you later, Torkoal. Bye bye, Flannery. No more Fire Gym. I am ecstatic on this one. Let's go. After beating what seemed like it could be an impossible gym for us, it's so nice to realize the Gym 5 is Norman and it's a normal type, and Breloom should have absolutely no issues with this. First, on the way there, we gotta rekindle some love with 2 strangers. That way we can get the HM strength for when we need it when it comes time for Victory Road. But without further ado, we're on to Norman. Time to show Norman what we're made up. We go for a bulk up right away to set up. I honestly forgot to spin the nose side beam, but we don't care. We're going for a bulk up again. We take another one. We're looking pretty good. We go for 3. Probably really don't need this. And there's a teeter dance. So this just got a lot risky. We mock punch. We make through on this one. Spin it goes down. Vigoroth comes out. We mock punch again, but we hit ourselves. We're down to 13 health and down to 4 after that slash. We break through confusion and take him out. This is still very doable. We just got to snap out of confusion right here. And ooh. That very easy fight turned into not a fun fight. All right, we go right back into this. I think we're at the perfect level. We've got the perfect setup. We do bulk up once, twice. We are confused due to a first turn teeter dance. And then Spinda decides to use Psybeam. This could get ugly. We do get really greedy again, going for that third bulk up, but not punished this time as we snap out of confusion. And Spinda just used Teeter Dance while we were already confused. Now all aboard the knockout train. Vigoroth, welcome. Lanoon comes out next after we level up to join Vigoroth on the knockout train. Bang, gone. And finally, we get the big boy Slack King. Come on down. Mach Punch for the one. Oh, he survived. Not a one-hit KO, but thanks to Truant, this is a piece of cake anyways. GG, Norman. Give me that badge as we take it home. Now, after beating Norman, we are prized with getting the HM for Surf from Wally's dad, which is absolutely perfect. We do teach Meryl that, and then we decide to do a couple housekeeping items. I go buy some repels that we're going to need later on. I also teach Meryl Surf, and we go pick up a hidden rare candy in Petalburg, and then we are off to try and get to Winona. Before we can head to Winona, we do have to just clear out this weather institution, and this was rather easy. I'm not going to show anything as it was just return, Mach Punch, one-shots, no big deal. This May fight was much of the same. Pelipper took a couple returns just because of Protect. We did have to bulk up once versus the Combuskin, but then 2 Mach Punches take it down, and 2 returns take down the Lombre. We're at half health, and we get the HM for Fly. We then go get the Devon Scope. That way we can see the invisible Kecleons, and that way we can make our way to Winona. We do take on a few, if not most, of the trainers in the gym. I think this is exactly what we need. We are 4 times weak to this. It's going to be a stressful one. I'm hoping we can get this done in maybe 3 tries. Okay, it's time for Winona. This battle I don't think is actually going to be as hard as I've made it up to be in my head. Swablu is a pretty frail Pokemon and not very strong, so I think we can set up here. Using Mirror Move is absolutely perfect, and I hope we see that more often. We do see an Aerial Ace there, but we've got 3 bulk ups at this point. The physical split generation is really nice for us too, being that Aerial Ace is a physical move, so our defense is actually building up here too. It goes from Mirror Move, and this is where we turn it on. We are +4 attack, +4 defense. Return one-shot Swablu. We get to the Pelipper. It always uses Protect, but it doesn't this time. We're able to one-shot it here, which is perfect. Skarmory, gonna be a little more difficult. It's a 2-shot. Can we take an Aerial Ace? We can. We still got lots of health, and there it goes. It's gone. And from here, it's history. Tropius, 1-shot. See ya later. Altaria coming out. We outspeed, which I was actually shocked about, but there it is. Critical hit. I think that might have mattered, but we get it done. First try Winona. Super shocked by this, but let's go. So time to make our way to Lily Cove. But before we do, we stop and grab a few items here. There is another hidden rare candy here, which is going to become quite crucial in the run later on, especially when it comes to the next gym with Tate and Liza. Now, I did forget one crucial item, and it's going to become very useful in the short time here. Let me know in the comments if you guys realize what I forgot to pick up. And of course, on our way to Lily Cove, we see more Aqua Grunts. I wonder what those silly buggers are up to, but we move on. Going to Lily Cove, we're going to battle May. We're going to get a little bit of extra XP at level 42, I think, with the double battle coming up. As much XP as we can get is going to be very crucial. Now, this battle is pretty trivial as always, and we make it even more trivial. As you can see, we go for not 1, not 2, but we end up going for 3 bulk ups on this Tropius to set up, and then we just end up returning this thing into the ground, followed by returning every other one of her Pokemon. Again, we're super over leveled at this point for this type of fight. We're only doing this for the extra XP. She still has a Combuskin for freak's sakes here. Why? Why did Game Freak think this is the we're 4th rival battle technically? Could be 5th if you do the rival or the one in Rustboro, and they still only have a Combuskin. That's just mind blown. Now, I do head into the Lily Cove Mart here. I do think this is going to be a little bit crucial in our end goal. More attack points we have, the better, as we are going to really rely on the physical stab of fighting. We aren't going to really use much of the grass types anymore, besides maybe the next fight. with Giga Draining Soul Rock and stuff like that. It's time to head to Mount Pyre to finally start to wrap up the Team Aqua and Team Magma storyline. I personally think this is where things get just hilarious, even for myself here, because for some reason I decided to spend about 5 minutes IRL time looking for a rare candy that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist, and I don't know why. I don't know why I ever thought there was one, but it is what it is. But after making myself look foolish, we take out the first grunt, and then I continue to make myself more foolish because I keep looking for this rare candy. Let me know if there is a rare candy and I'm just oblivious here of what's going on. But anyways, we clear out Team Aqua rather easy, and then we are told by the old lady here that Team Aqua and Magma have stole the orbs, and yeah, the world's about to end. Now, after looking really foolish trying to find this rare candy that doesn't exist, we do pick up one that does exist. I do proceed to keep checking for rare candies. I don't know what's going on. We grab a couple citrus berries though, and I completely bypass this lady that has Giga Drain. We end up having to come back because we are going to use Giga Drain for a little bit here. Just stupid. Picking up all those items though, we do end up going to the Magma hideout here after I sillily went to Slateport and also went back to Lily Cove thinking I had to do those first. Anywho, we make our way through the Magma hideout, defeating as many grunts as I can. There was a few that I left that I just felt like we didn't need to. But anyways, we make our way to Maxi, which this fight is not going to be easy. We had troubles with its Zubat, let alone its Crobat. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright, Maxi leads off with this Mighty Anna as always. I think let's just go for it right here. Let's Mach Punch, see what we can do. And then I stupidly go for Mach Punch just a second time, knowing Maxi's probably going to heal there. And then for some reason, I then decide to bulk up. This whole first fight was just an absolute mess. I then proceed to hit myself with Confusion twice, and that's where that one's going to end. I try this fight again at level 45 because I just don't think that was a fair treatment of what it should have been. I go for Mach Punch. We do the same amount of damage. Unfortunately, we get swaggered instantly. So I don't bulk up because we're already +2 attack as it is. And we get the KO breaking through Confusion there. Now, Crobat. This is the tough part. It knows Air Cutter, Wing Attack, and critical hits are going to one-shot us no matter what. Now, I'm quite stubborn when it comes to this stuff, and I think 45 is a perfect level to be beating Maxi here. So I go for it again. We bulk up first, no swagger, which is perfect. Mighty Anna, that goes for takedown after a scary face. We bulk up again, so we're now +1 and +2 defense, which is, I think, should be enough. We take down Mighty Anna, which is perfect. We got lots of health left. Crobat's going to come in. As long as he doesn't critical hit us, we should be good. He doesn't. We're at 44. Return. Critical hit of our own. That's what I like to see. Level 46 going into the camera. We should outspeed and we should one-shot it here. And we do. Perfect. That's what I like. Maxi done. If that was hard though, I am dreading fighting Archie. But to get to Archie, we have to trigger that part of the story. We have to get to Slateport, and oh my goodness, that was a struggle there. We get through it though, and we interrupt Captain Stern's meeting to find out that Archie has already stolen the submarine. So I guess it's time to head to the hideout. We head over to the Aqua hideout. We fight as many grunts as I want. I didn't really fight everything. I think we actually only did the mandatory ones in this one because I felt like we were getting to a point we had a really good setup for our next challenges. We do end up meeting up with Admin Matt, and we end up taking him down. It was a little scary because it's Golbat to put it to half health, but easy peasy. He was just a decoy though, so now we have to hunt down Team Aqua leader Archie. But before we hunt down Archie, we actually have to go battle Tate and Liza, and this is where I go and get that TM for Giga Drain, as I should have just picked it up earlier. We would save some time, would have saved myself some IRL time, but it is what it is. We go get it, and we make our way to the twins. Now, the Tate and Liza is a mandatory double battle, so I will be just bringing along one of our HM friends here. Typically, Xatu will just one-shot it, or Claydol, depending on what the other one does. Before, though, we do take out all the trainers in the gym. Since back-to-back psychics, I believe, are going to be just a tad bit scary here. This is where my idea for Giga Drain is going to come into hand. We're going to be seeing 2-part rock type Pokemon and 1-part ground, so hopefully we can get a little bit of HP back and make this work. Before attempt 1, we save, and I teach Giga Drain over Mega Drain. I saved before this just in case the strategy doesn't work. That way we can go back and readjust. I do also equip it with a citrus berry to help us keep our HP high, as receiving 2 attacks in a row isn't going to be ideal by any means at all. We begin our first attempt by returning the Xatu, getting a crit, which I don't think mattered, and then receiving an earthquake from Claydol, knocking out our HM friend and only doing a little damage to Dutch, which is perfect. I then attempt at taking down the Claydol with Giga Drain. We get it to half health, and then take another earthquake from while Solrock just sets up the sun. Now, this is where I realize Solrock is probably more of a threat since it knows Flamethrower, and I turn my eyes on it, taking it just into citrus range, while the combo of Flamethrower and Earthquake put us in red health, activating our own citrus. I then Giga Drain Solrock again, taking it out, leaving only 2 of their Pokemon left, but then Claydol decides it doesn't want to Earthquake anymore, and finally uses Psychic against us, which ends our first attempt. This is where I decided to try the fight again at the same level. A return actually does need a crit, and if Xatu does Psychic on Mushroom, it's game over. Now, after losing twice, you decide that some things need to be changed. I do decide to go get some zinc to raise our special defense. I also give a couple rare candies, getting us to level 50 instead of level 48. Return still isn't enough at level 50, which I was kind of shocked about even with the Silk Scarf. We do take an Earthquake, which is what we want to see happen from Claydol. I decide to Giga Drain Claydol because Xatu is going to heal. This will take it down to half health, giving us a little bit more leeway. We then again take Earthquake, which is perfect. As long as we don't see Psychics, I'm happy. We go for a return, put it back into the red. Xatu decides it wants to Calm Mind. Again, Earthquake, perfect. I'm really excited here. I make a bonehead mistake here though. We should have Giga Drained the Claydol and took it out. I go for return on the Xatu, putting it in red, us taking more damage. Now I decide to Giga Drain, thinking we're kind of a 3/4 way out of health. We need some life. Lunatone comes out, we see a Psychic from Xatu, and it's over. Back to the drawing board. So I think let's just level up a little bit more. We use the rest of the rare candies, but we see the same feat. Then something finally clicks in, and it's something to do with Solrock and that missing item I talked about earlier on. Solrock sets up Sunny Day. Now, this is the TM I'm talking about that I missed. I don't go pick it up, but what I do go pick up is Solar Beam. Maybe Solar Beam is the answer. If we can get to Solrock Claydol and have Solrock set up Sunny Day for us, we can just launch Solar Beams, and maybe, just maybe, that is how we will end up taking this one. So I attempted again at level 53 and with Solar Beam. We bulk up round 1 because we know Xatu is going to go for Meryl, and Claydol has been typically only hitting Earthquake. This is going to set up our defense nicely. This is also going to give us that added attack to take down the Xatu. Perfect. It's down. Lunatone comes out next, which is kind of annoying. I was really hoping for Solrock here, but we hit a return. We get it into citrus range, and Claydol is continuing to use Earthquake. Perfect. Lunatone actually sets up with Calm Mind and uses citrus. We're still good because return is going to knock it out here. Awesome. Perfect. Now, as long as Claydol uses Earthquake, it does. Here we go. We need Solrock to use Sunny Day as we Giga Drain the Claydol. We take an Earthquake. Perfect. Everything's looking great. Sunny Day. There it is. It's time to Solar Beam. One Solar Beam. Solrock goes down. Earthquake again. No Psychic. And that's all she wrote for the Tay and Liza battle for the Mushroom. He gets it done. We finally take it after a bunch of tries. And I'm so excited for this one because it should be smooth sailing till the Elite Four. Before we get ahead of ourselves though, I do go pick up Sunny Day like I talked about earlier because I do think Solar Beam is going to be a big part of our future. But we have to go back to Moss Deep as well, because before we can head to Gym 8, we have to finish up some of the Team Magma and Team Aqua storyline. First, I'm obviously going to teach Sunny Day, for we can use Solar Beam at free will whenever we want. I teach it over Giga Drain because I just don't think we're going to be needing that anymore. But it's on to help Steven take down Archie. Now, this double battle makes it a lot easier than what the Tate and Liza was, because we actually have a partner that's able to help us. There's nothing we can really typically do about this. This is an AI created opportunity here. Steven is controlling every move Matang does. We set up our own strategies as Sunny Day and Solar Beam. We take down the camera up. Golbat comes out. Matang has set up Reflect and Light Screen at this point. We take a wing attack from the Golbat and then get swaggered by the Mighty Anna, which is not good for us at all. We do break through Confusion though and get rid of the Golbat, so we don't have to worry about wing attack for a little bit here. We've now got 2 Mighty Annas, and hopefully we can possibly break through this Confusion and get rid of one of these here. Mighty Anna takes a takedown. It looks like they start to target Matang, which is a-okay with me. We do get a return off though and take the level 42 one down to the red health. This is where I switch up to go to the level 38 and hopefully let Matang take down the 42, which is the case, which makes it nice and easy for us. Camera up comes out, not Crobat, this is the best case scenario for us, because if it was Crobat out, it would be Crobat going against Breloom and Matang first. This allows us to get a bulk up in, setting up our return for when Crobat comes out to be one-shotted. So we get the attack and defense booth while camera up just does an amnesia, and then I go for a second one while Matang is just pounding away at itself due to confusion. And this is where I believe we go for the return to finally take out the camera up. Matang does finally break through confusion, getting a metal claw, making sure the camera up does go down to the return. We level up to level 54. We're able to learn dynamic punch here. I decide not to. It's only 5 PP, 50 accuracy, and only 100 power. That just didn't seem worth it to me at all. We take 1 wing attack from the Crobat, thankfully in the red, and 1 return is all it needs to finish off Maxi. And we are done with Team Magma. With finally having Team Magma behind us, it's now time to put Team Aqua behind us before we can take on the 8th gym. We find the HM for dive from Steven. That way we are able to go in search of the Team Aqua hideout and find the stolen submarine from Slateport. Nothing too interesting happens in this base, as the only big TM that you can get in here, to my understanding, is Earthquake. Unfortunately, Mushroom can't learn it. So we'll get right into the fight with Team Magma and Archie. And like I said, this should be rather of a breeze for us, right? Right? Wrong. This was anything but a breeze. We take down the Mighty Anna in the first attempt rather easy. I make a couple of misplays though, as I should have known Archie was going to heal there, and we could have got a quick bulk up, as right now we are sitting at -1 on our attack, and Crobat hits us down 3/4 of health. We only get to half. It's going to outspeed. Again, missed opportunity to buff up our attack and maybe take it out. Crobat takes us down. Okay, a couple things there. Maybe it was just mental errors. Maybe it was me just not being ready at that level. Who knows? But we're going to try it right away here again and see what happens. And it's not a good start for us already. We do get a return off putting it into healing range, but Mighty Anna, instead of attacking us, goes for Swagger, and we hit ourselves. And we hit ourselves again. And then he's Scary Face. And then I just decide to reset, because I'm not risking myself hitting myself consecutively until we die. So we try again at this exact same level though. Now, instead of attacking right away, we just go straight for the bulk up. Let's get this out of the way, get our attack back to even. I then take a takedown from Mighty Anna after Scary Face lowering her speed. We are now +1 attack, +2 defense, and I go for a bulk up once more. Luckily, Mighty Anna misses the Swagger, and this is where I decide it's time to hit it before it can get the Swagger off. We're +2 attack, +3 defense, which is perfect. Means we can take a wing attack from Crobat and then one-shot the Crobat with return. This is exactly where we needed to be. Sharpedo hits us with a slash, does little damage to us, and return one-shots it. There's the smooth sailing fight I was hoping for. Now, with Archie and Maxie defeated, we realize that the world is coming to an end. Groudon and Kyogre have set the earth into a weather frenzy with rain and sun. We head to Sutopolis. Steven tells us we need to talk to Wallace. Wallace then proceeds to tell us we need to meet him at the Cave of Origin. We see this green dragon lizard called Rayquaza. He just flies off on us. But before going back to Sutopolis, I head to Pacific Log to grab a return TM, and then we witness cinematic genius. Or at least that's what I thought it was when I was 12, when I first witnessed this and saw an in-game cutscene like this. Rayquaza tells those two babies to go back to where they belong, and he just takes off. Finally save the Hoenn region from danger, and finally go face the 8th gym, but beforehand, I go pick up the TM for Brick Break. 75 base power fighting move for Breloom. Yeah, we're gonna take that, especially for the gym that is mainly known for ice. Now, my plan for this was to use a combination of Solar Beam and Brick Break. Brick Break for the ice types and dark types that are in this, but I forgot to set up Sunny Day on the Love Disc, which is just hilarious. We don't get punished for it, thankfully. I do set up the sun on the CeeLo, but instead of using Solar Beam for CeeLo, we do end up just using Brick Break due to its ice typing. I do get a critical hit, which I definitely don't think matters, but this is where Solar Beam is going to come in very handy for the Kingdra. So we've got the sun set up, one Solar Beam, puts in the yellow. That's not bad. It double teams, so we're still sitting pretty good. We Solar Beam again and take it out. Perfect. Wishcast comes out, which is 4 times weak to our Solar Beam being part water and ground, so this is going to be a one-shot for sure. Easy. Groudon is next, and we've got Brick Break. This is where this battle was our easiest one. The 8th gym is no match for our fighting mushroom kangaroo, and Hoenn gives us our 8th badge, and we are off to the Elite Four at level 56. With all 8 gym badges behind us, it's on to Victory Road, where the only battle that I found worth showing was the Wally battle, which is actually surprising because it's relatively an easy battle usually, but we made it a little difficult on ourselves. We lead off with Breloom versus Altaria, not great for us. We bulk up twice, getting +2 attack, +2 defense, but we also took 2 aerial aces, setting off our Citrus Berry. I then Brick Break, thinking we can probably take it out from here. We don't, it goes to red. Wally then full restores it. We try again, and this time only to the yellow. We then take an aerial ace, taking us down to 15 HP. We are able to take out the Altaria though. Can a Brick Break take out Gardevoir? It does. Perfect. Roselia is next, and same fate. Beautiful. The non-very effective attacks are getting it done. Delcatty, normal. Brick Break should easily take it out. Boom. Easy. And we've got just the Magneton left, which is a weak to the Brick Break. And we make it out first volley with 15 HP. Should never even got to that point, but it did. And on to the very next stage. Alright, the stage is set for the Elite Four. Who thought this little mushroom could make it all the way here? I believed. I just didn't think we would get it done at this type of level. Now, the strategy going into Sydney: White Herb to avoid the Intimidate from Mightyena, bulk up, and just Brick Break. So, like I said, White Herb to get rid of the Intimidate, perfect. Bulk up once, take on Sand Attack, which isn't ideal, and then just Brick Break. One goes down, Absol will face the same fate, Brick Break, making it 2 down for Sydney, 4 to go. And a third goes, oh, just kidding, we missed, and Shift restarts the double team. Oh no, we get a Torment. We can't use the same move twice anymore, which is not ideal. So we bulk up again just to save face. Double teams again, Brick Break, then finally hits, taking it out. We've got 2 left, Crawdont comes out. We can't use Brick Break because we are being dumb. It's Torment. So we bulk up again, and it's Swords Dance. Uh-oh. Please hit. It does. Goes down. We have to bulk up again one more time because of Torment. And we get Cotton Sport, which lowers our speed, but we're still able to Brick Break. We take the Feint Attack, and Sydney was about as easy could be. What are we gonna do for Phoebe? Well, this is why we still have solar beam. Hopefully this is enough to take him out. Now, we lead off, we do sunny day. I know this Dusclops is gonna always use protect, typically on the first turn, so we get a free sun. It gets the double protect, which is absurd because it is the pressure ability, so we are losing PP at will here right now. Dusclops then uses Confuse Ray. We hit ourselves instead of getting the solar beam off. We get Shadow Punch. We're gonna see another hit ourselves because that is my luck. We then see another Shadow Punch from the Dusclops, putting us to 46 HP. We also lost our sun. I then click Brick Break, which is stupid, but we hit ourselves in confusion anyways, and then we faint to a Shadow Punch. I don't think Solar Beam is gonna quite do it for us. But like I said earlier, I'm stubborn, so I decide to take on this again. With the exact same moveset, exact same level, we just put a Lepa Berry on the Razor PP if it gets low. We did take Sydney out exactly the same way, easy peasy, so let's just get right into it. Yeah, same fate. We got past the Dusclops, we did see the bayonet, but we still lost. Now, I finally realized Solar Beam just isn't cut it. So I decide to go get Iron Tail. Iron Tail is a steel type move that is physical. This will attest to our physical base stat attack, and hopefully with bulk up, this is exactly what we need to get by Phoebe. Okay, let's try this fight again. As you can see, we use bulk up round 1 because it's going to protect. I go for bulk up a second time, and we get Shadow Punch doing limited damage, and Iron Tail takes down the Dusclops. As you can also see, I removed Brick Break, which, looking back on, this was probably a terrible decision, and we should have just straight up got rid of the Solar Beam strat, because it just isn't going to be useful anymore. But, as I predicted, Iron Tail is doing exactly what I was hoping to would do with 2 bulk ups. It is destroying Phoebe, as it one-shots everything as long as it hits. It does miss once versus the Sableye, but Sableye does nothing to us, and we take it down with ease on the second turn. Time for Glacia. Now, I do decide to just Iron Tail to start it off, as Celio is always going to set up Hail in turn 1. It does about 3/4 of damage. I then decide to set up Sunny Day here because I still believe at the time that Solar Beam is going to be the answer for this Elite 4 member. We then use Solar Beam to take down the Celio. The second Celio comes out, and it's also a one-shot from Solar Beam. That's awesome. Okay, maybe this is the strat that's going to work. Wall Rain comes out. It's a little bulkier. Can we do it? Ooh, in the red. And there's an Ice Beam. Okay, so we got to reevaluate what we're doing here. Now, I try this fight again, but realizing Solar Beam isn't going to be any good to us, I decide to bulk up once while Celio sets up the Hail. I then use Iron Tail and realize it is a one-shot to the first Celio now. Perfect. So we see the second one. You would think it's going to be a one-shot as well, but it's not. And then we see Blizzard. Oh, good. Good. I attempted a third time, but this time without Iron Tail, I use Return, and I also gave Mushroom the Silk Scarf here to see if that would help. We do also bulk up twice rather than only once to see if that makes a difference in the end result as well. Return then is able to one-shot the Celio just like we thought it would. Perfect. The second one comes out. We know it's a bit bulkier, a little bit more beefier. We're at 80 HP here, and okay, it does take it down. The Wall Rain. This is the scary one. Is 2 bulk ups enough? And actually, we didn't have Silk Scarf here. I thought we did. It was a Citrus Berry. Maybe the Silk Scarf would be enough, though, to take it down, as it was left in the red. Okay, here we are, a 4th time. And the biggest thing is, I believe we got to get at least 3 bulk ups here, because we are that close to the Wall Rain. And once we get by the Wall Rain, we are golden. So we get 2 bulk ups there. Perfect. It is using Ice Ball, which is going to double every time it attacks, which is pretty scary. We go down to 32 HP from the second one there, and Hail is still up. This could be risky. We are at 23 HP. We take down the first Celio. Perfect. Hail goes down again. Chipped. 14 HP. Return will one-shot the second Celio. Perfect. We will end up not being chipped by the Hail as it stops. We one-shot the Wall Rain. Perfect. And this is it. We just have to hit return 2 more times and we are golden. Glalie goes down. The second Glalie comes out. And can this be it? It is. Let's go. Breloom gets it done. Glacia is gone. On to Drake, the Dragon Master. Okay, it's our first attempt at the Dragon Man, and I know the shell gun is exactly like Phoebe's first Dusclops and likes to use Protect quite a bit, so we go for 2 bulk ups. It Rock Tombs, I don't think anything of it with the speed drop. I'm thinking let's just keep building that attack up as Rock Tomb's doing absolutely nothing. So we get 4 bulk ups off here, taking little damage from the Rock Tomb, and then I finally return. Well, the shell gun uses Protect, little annoying, gets the double Protect, even more annoying. Finally we get something, oh no, the shell gun was faster? This isn't good. This isn't good at all, as the fly gun is now faster. With flamethrower, it also gets the burn, and we don't get the one shot because of it. I just reset here because there's no point. I tried this fight a couple more times and we see the same fate. Rock Tomb just causes us to be too slow for the Flygon and it just flamethrowers us down. But I decided to go for 2 bulk ups this time as Shellgun went up for double protect, and I'm thinking, hey, let's just go for it here. Let's see if return's enough to get everything down. We've got the speed now, we take Shellgun down, and we do one-shot Flygon with only 2 bulk ups. Perfect. Altaria comes out next. Return again, takes it out. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Salamence, a little scary, it does intimidate us, so we do lose one of those attack buffs. We set it to the yellow, perfect. Flamethrower only puts us down to 51. That's actually really good in my opinion, because now we are able to take it out, and it's just Kingdra. 1 return should do it. Oh, it's in the red. Oh no, it does Dragon Dance. Are we still faster? Oh, we return. Oh, it full restores. Okay, so we're gonna put it back to the red here, and full restore again. Drake just making this prolonged and crazy fight. We're back to the red. It served 15 HP, and there it is. Breloom takes down Drake, and we are on to the champion. Okay, it's time for the champion. I'm gonna bulk up right away, obviously, because I've lost trust in what Solar Beam can do, even though it is a water type in front of us. 1 return with a bulk up isn't enough to kill. We know he's gonna full restore here, so we do go for a second bulk up. Perfect, now we're +2. This should be enough to kill the Werelord with a return. Is it? It is. Perfect. That's good to see. We've got the bulkiest mon out of the way. My Alotic comes out next. We're still 3 levels higher. 2 attack boost. Boom. Down goes my Alotic. Tentacruel out next. Faces the same fate. Return is able to one-shot it. Wishcash, same thing. See you later. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to do this. We're going to beat the champion on our first attempt. We take the Ludicolo down in 1 return, and all that's left is Gyarados. It intimidates, so now we are down to only +1 attack. We've got 1 return there. It hits perfect. It Dragon Dances. It's going to heal. And we'll take it right back to the yellow again, or red, and oh no. We ran out of power points. I have to set up Sunny Day, and we have the Solar Beam. I don't think we're able to do this anymore. Gyarados is going to resist it a little bit. It's going to be neutral attacking. It Earthquakes, doesn't do much. Okay, we Solar Beam again. Get it to the red. Okay. He's got another full restore. Oh my gosh. Okay, he Dragon Dances again. Getting scary. Getting scary. We put it to the red. The sun faded. We've got to set up the sun one more time. It Earthquakes. Okay, we're at 100 HP. We're sitting strong. Solar Beam. Really? Really? Earthquake this whole time. Gets us to 100 HP. And Walt's just like, send the big guns. Okay. Now, we try this fight a couple more times. But Willard decides it wants to actually use Blizzard. Well, that's a run killer for us. But we finally get one, as you can see. We bulk up the first time here. It Rain Dances. Perfect. No Blizzard on the first turn. That means we can get a second bulk up. Perfect. Blizzard hits. putting us to 21 HP. Okay, we're in a little bit of a danger zone here, but we are at a spot where a return, is going to kill on 2+ attack boost. Milotic is also going to go down, similar to our first attempt here. We are going to get all the way back to Gyarados, as return is going to put down every single one of Wallace's Pokemon again, just like attempt 1. The biggest difference, I actually used a Lepa Berry this time, and we have more than 8 returns. As we hit the Ludicolo here, we are going to return it again, just like the rest, put it down. We've only got 24 HP. We have to make this count. We intimidated, we get a return off, and we put it to the yellow. It surfs, and that's all she wrote. Thankfully, the run right after, we might see a little bit of extra luck here. We bulk up once, Wailord Rain Dances. Perfect. I put it to the red. It misses Blizzard. Oh my goodness. We get the free bulk up as Wailord uses the full restore. This is perfect. We are going to be able to do exactly what we've been doing this whole time, and we have full HP. This is the one. Yes, a little bit of luck was on our side here. Could we have maybe just went and leveled up to make this more consistent? 100%. Could we have maybe not got rid of Giga Drain so long ago and still had that instead of Solar Beam to get our health up? Maybe. Also, as you note there, we didn't actually one-shot the Wish Cache, which I was shocked because we've been doing that the whole time. So we must have got a low roll there. But we're still at 96 HP, which is perfect for what's going to happen. Ludicolo is down. Now the only one that we have not one-shotted this whole time is Gyarados. We return it, and we put it to the yellow. It Dragon Dances. I will take that. We're going to bulk up because we know a full restore is coming. So we're back to +2 attack. Okay, is return enough? It's surfed, and there it is. Breloom has done it. He is the champion of the Hoenn region. That is what I like to see. We finally beat the game, and at a reasonable level. Now, like I was saying, was there a bit of luck when it came to some of these fights in the Elite Four? 100%. Glacia, there's a little bit of luck. Wallace, a little bit of luck. Is there a way to make it consistent through its TM and moveset? Not necessarily. But by using, maybe leveling up it a little bit more, maybe 65, 68, it would probably be able to do it with ease and no issues and be still at a good situation where we wouldn't have to worry about Blizzard. We'd be able to take Blizzard. We'd be able to do this. We'd be able to do that. But we did it. But this run's not over yet. We still have one more challenge. And our final challenge, the real Hoenn champion, Steven. Now, this is going to be just the winning run for this one. We did this a couple times at different levels. I did it at 77. I also did it at 80. But I felt with this being a bit longer of an episode, especially for our first solo run, I would just show this one to keep it a little bit shorter. Now, we bulk up a couple times here versus Skarmory, thanks to it healing. And then it's just Sky Uppercut. This moveset never changed either through all the attempts, so that was the other reason that was in my head, that let's just do the winning one. We Sky Uppercut again against the Armaldo. One shot. Perfect. Everything's kind of looking really good at this point. Metagross comes out and I'm a little stressed out, but we're just going to go for Sky Uppercut, see what it does being a steel type. One shot. Beautiful. Claydol comes out. And this is the only one we didn't Sky Uppercut. We actually just return it because it's going to do more damage. Perfect. Alright, one shot. We're at 30 HP. All it takes is one miss from Sky Uppercut 2, which is only a 95 accuracy attack. And okay, we got it. Aggron's done. Perfect. And then Credelia. Sky Uppercut. And there it is at level 82, which I think is beyond a reasonable level. We beat Steven. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please let me know what you would like to see next. Please let me know what you would like to see me do better through editing, through voiceover, all that stuff, as this was our first one. Please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.